Hello, happy Saturday. I'm recording this in my VIP group, and I am Kathy Elliott, an independent Norwex sales consultant. So we're towards the end of June here in 2025, and there has been a really cool special going on, and I'm going to have that in the VIP group. Hopefully in the description for this video, I will have the link to getting that. I don't know if I can, when I upload this into YouTube, if I can get the link to still be there. The link is anytime that you want to see specials, either that I'm doing or that I have, that I am highlighting that Norwex is doing. I see that when I move, I'm shaking my camera. Sorry about that. You just text me at 515-717-3284, and you text me the word special. And then you will get an automatic reply, and it'll show the updated special. And it may or may not have something that I'm doing, because I may or may not be doing a certain special. And I try very hard to keep it up to date with what is Norwex specials going on. So it could just be the spend and saves, could be something special like what they're doing with the skincare right now, could be anything. But this link, like I said, I try to keep it updated so it's the same link all the time. Okay, so Norwex has been having a skincare special going on this month, or the last couple of weeks of this month, and I just wanted to highlight that this morning and give you a taste of doing a spa party yourself. Now, if you're local to me, I would enjoy doing this with you in person, and if you're not local to me and you still want to try to do this, there are these little sample packets that we can get sent out and try to get together on, say, like Zoom or something. Okay, so let's get started and start talking about things. I am looking for this. This is our cleansing facial powder, and I do have a separate video showing just this, and I'm going to do only part of my face with the cleansing powder, because I also want to just demonstrate using the body cloth by itself, and then the different serums. Okay, so just bear with me, do this along with me with your own products, with Norwex, whatever you have, as best as you can if you want to. Okay, see what the differences are. First of all, with the cleansing powder, it is just a powder, and all of these things I'm going to show you, most of them, is refillable. And I say most because I have a couple things that still are in their past containers. It's probably more than I need, because I'm only going to do part of my face. So you can see it's about a dime amount, and it's, anyway, I'm just going to dribble water in my hand, and then I'm going to lather it up. Okay, and I almost did both sides. I'm only going to do one side. So what this does is it gets all the way down into the pores of your skin and pulls out anything. Now with this weather that we're having with the humidity, I'm actually using this more than I would in the winter, because I don't need my face super exfoliated. As a person who has dealt with oily skin, with that issue that when your skin, if it starts to get too dry, then it will reproduce more and more oil, because it's trying to keep your skin moist. So I'm going to wet my body cloth here in my water before I rinse this off. And now to rinse this off, I do not use the body cloth, because this is already the exfoliant, the powder. So now I'm just going to splash my face. And pat it. I'm patting my face dry. So just regular facial cleaning with the body cloth. And men, you can use this body cloth to cleanse your face before you shave. And you would have to, I don't have a video personally to share with you. I think in my YouTube Norwex demo list, I might have a video from another consultant whose husband did that, showed how to just he got the body cloth wet, washed his face, and then he shaved. No shaving cream at all. And ladies, you can do that with your legs and armpits. Okay? You don't need the shaving cream. You don't need soap. You don't need any of those drying things. You just need to cleanse your face, your skin. So body and your face. All right? Just going to pat my face dry again. And my neck. And I'm going to set my bowl of water off to the side. So that is how easy it is to use this. Now, this is refillable. These are 25% off. This is, I've had this, believe it or not, a couple years probably. So again, in the winter, I use this maybe once a month to really get the stuff off my face. Deep clean, and we might say. And then in the summer like this, I didn't do it as much last year, but this year I am, mostly because of how humid it's been and sweaty I've been. So, anyway, you do it your way. Some people like to use this a couple, 3 times a week all year round. And so the refill, you get it and you'll pour it back in here, and then you're not getting a new canister. You're getting a little thing you can throw away. So, and then this lid is what opens and closes. Okay. Now, there are 2 different serums. There's these little serums, and this one is the night. I am still struggling with pronouncing this word, so I'm going to spell it to you. It's BAKUCHIOL. So, and this is Sweden or Norway, Norwex. So I think of the Norwegian Bakuchiol. I struggle. That's not correct. Anyway, you get 30 of these capsules in here. This one's for night. It is a thicker serum. You squeeze it out, you put it on your finger, you take it, and you find where to apply it on your face. Okay? This one is, and then where my vitamin C one's going to go. This is how they come in the refill. So we're not constantly doing jars, right? We're just getting these little packets, refilling this, and then I think even the humidity is making these. Fill my jar up. Now, I'm going to take one out, and I'm going to show you how to use the oil. So the vitamin C brightening serum, I use it, so you could use this every day and it would last you a month. I probably use it 2 or 3 times a week. And maybe I'm using it after I use the cleansing powder because I find it a little bit more than this one. This is our regular serum, and it twists open. And I liken this to, if you're familiar with our face and neck gel, it's a gel like that. Okay, and I'm gonna just put it down here. And you can see how just that little bit goes a long ways. Now normally I would go ahead and get more and keep applying, but I want to show you the vitamin C serum. So these both work the same way, these little capsules. You twist till the top pops off. Okay. And I'm going to put it in the palm of my hand. And then I'm going to use my fingertips here Now this is just what you would do at a spa party. And I would love the opportunity to do one with you. So I do the sides of my neck and I do around my ears. Men and women need to moisturize their whole face, the whole face, all that skin. Now I'm going to have extra because I've already done this with the other, right? I've already done my neck and the top of my chest here. So I still have some in my hands. So I'm going to actually rub this on my cuticles. And then I'm going to share. Remember that part of your skin as well. Okay? These break down in water. So these are not going to make a... I have actually put these in water, let them get kind of dissolved, and then throw it away. You don't have to do that. I'm not trying to give you an extra step. Okay. So, one of the things that's important to do and that I share about is, first of all, our skin is our largest organ, but you need to give it time to let this all go in your skin before you just keep layering things on, okay? So this would be a good time to take a couple minutes to brush your teeth, apply the eye cream, this is the old bottle. This is not, and I thought I had ordered the new bottle. I'm going to be getting mine with the sale, and I'm going to be adding some other things to my purchases, but anyway, this is the eye cream. And I will tell you that ours is top of the line in that top of safe plant-derived ingredients. I can't tell you how it compares to, say, what do I want to call them? The superstar people. Hollywood personalities who have developed their own lines. I just know that I know what Norwex has done to ensure that I am not being exposed to some very bad ingredients that get put into a lot of skincare products. Okay, so even though that this is down to the end, I'm still able to squeeze out enough. Again, giving your face time to rest, your skin time to rest, and then you add your moisturizer. Now, there is the day and night moisturizers. Again, these are refillable. Everything comes in a package with instructions. So I tell people, save this. Because when this is done and I want to refill it, I want to have the instructions. So that's what I do, is I keep the cardboards. Okay. This is easier, right? I just put it in there. This box is gone. This is easy. Just pour it in there. All right. This is a pump, so I haven't refilled it yet, so I'm keeping it. Okay, so this one is the day moisturizer. This is the night moisturizer. During the winter, because Iowa and Midwest area is so dry, especially during our super cold winter months when it really gets down to below zero. The wind chills are awful. We look, maybe you can't even see our eyes when we're outside because we're so bundled up. So I will use our green Naturally Timeless line in the winter. Once we hit this time of year, even I think this year might have been mid-April, I started kind of switching between the two, depending on the temperature, depending on the moisture. So just go from there. I am an older person. I will tell you, I am hitting 60 And if you said to yourself, oh my gosh, your face does not look like somebody who's lived for 60 years, I want to tell you thank you. And I also want to tell you that it's been the last 10, 12 years that I've actually taken care of my skin probably in the best way possible, which was through Norwex. I'm not saying there isn't other companies out there that could have maybe worked for me. I'll just tell you that when I did try them, I had different skin reactions. So they really weren't working for me, but they could work for you. Okay? This is what I am about. This is what I know about. And I just say that because I have had people say, but what about this company and what about that company? And you need to talk to their representation about their company. Okay? All right. Moving on. So, day and night. This one comes out like it pumps this way, so I'm just going to do a little bit. We're going to see how far this little bit goes because I'm going to do one on each side. And I do find that when I have used the vitamin C serum or the nighttime, this capsule serum, I do feel like I can use less moisturizer than when I use this regular serum. I just think, well, especially the vitamin C oil. I just think the oil, you know, it just gives you more skin nutrients. So, and it's already pretty humid, and so I feel like my skin is having a hard time absorbing that oil. So that is why in the summer I'm not using this every day or multiple times a week. Okay, and if I kind of messed that up earlier when I said that, I'm sorry. That's how that's how things flow for me. Sometimes I say one thing when I mean another. So anyway, during the other time of year, I will use this. Oh, I will use this one or the Green Timeless, like I said, that serum. Otherwise, I am using this every day. And for using it nearly every day for the last, well, it's been over a year because I've had this for over a year. So it goes a long ways. Okay, that's the point. It's a high quality product. You're not using a whole lot, and that's what I'm trying to demonstrate to you here, is that I just used a little bit. Now I'm going to do the right side of my face. Probably about the same amount as the night cream that I just used. And actually I just took some off because I feel like, I don't know, just felt like maybe I had too much on my fingertip. And again, that's probably because of the vitamin C oil serum. So that was plenty. So this other half that I have here, I'm just going to use like hand lotion and arm lotion. So that is basically it. That is the steps. Looking for where I put the lid. I'll find it. Okay, now before we go outside and be in the weather all year round and in front of our electronic devices, you need, now this also comes in the blue packaging now. I bought 2 or 3 of these bottles when they first came out. So I'm still using up my personal stash. So our Protect and Prevent Daily Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Water Resistant 40 Minutes Reef Friendly. So if you are near bodies of water, you can use this there. Why not more than SPF 30? People, I know I'm not the worst parent. There's moments in our lives when we know better, we do better, right? And when I learned, because of Norwex, what the difference between SPF 30 and SPF 50 or plus, is it's so minute, and it is about added chemicals that are actually endangering us, endangering our endocrine system, our nervous system. And when our youngest was a baby, she had a severe illness, was actually in the hospital for a while. And then with the treatment afterwards, she became sun sensitive and could have easily become allergic to the sun. So good mother thinking, oh, lather up sunscreen, the stronger the better. Because we did notice that even with SPF 30, she was getting more red than we wanted her to be. And so SPF 50, let's do that. Still some, is there something stronger out there? What do we do? What we should have done is dressed her here in lightweight, light colored, long sleeve clothing. That's what we really should have done. That's not anything that I learned at the time when I needed to learn it. I learned that later. So if you or yourself or someone in your family is sun sensitive, that's what you need to do. And possibly be applying the sunscreen on and then the clothing, okay? Do not use the SPF 50s and plus. That's trash. It's no good. It is, look up the chemicals. There's been lots of recent research explaining how terrible those things are for our skin and for our body and our endocrine system. So this is a sunscreen. I think really what those other ones are called are a sunblock. What this also does is help with, like it says, the broad spectrum. The light that comes off our electronics, so our hands and our face especially are susceptible to what causes skin cancer through that. So I'm going to put a little bit on my finger, and I do this little double thing, okay, that keeps me from applying too much in one area, just dotting it, and then I'm going to rub it in. Now, for those of you who say, oh, my makeup, all that has that sunscreen in it, all I can say is please look up your ingredients. Make sure that what you think you have is actually safe for you to be using. And I don't think you're putting that on your children. And I don't think men are wearing it necessarily. Right? I mean, I know there's men who do use foundation. Not saying that that's bad. What I'm saying is you want something that doesn't have to come from makeup. Okay. Now I'm going to put some on my hands. And I'll be honest with you, I am very bad about remembering my sunscreen. I am very bad about remembering to use this every day, to put this on my hands every day. I spend time on my electronics, creating graphics or communicating with all of you, my customers, and family, friends. You know, we're on our electronics a lot, whether it's through your job or just for fun. Okay, well, I'm now ready to go play in the sun. So if you're wondering about the rest of my body, I do use something else. So we knew that when they were taking this out. I'm not sure why Norwex took this off the line. I don't know what level of, what do we want? I don't know. I don't know if it became too much to obtain the minerals in here, the oils in that are in here, if that became a production thing to get, they just took it out of the line. But I bought up several of these. So I am actually still using this. When this is gone, I'm not sure what I'm going to use. That's what I'm going to tell you. I thought it to be very good. I know that it works. I know that it works for a long period of time. So I just wish Norwex would come back with that. So hopefully maybe they're still making something, right? I don't know, but what they did come up with was this. This is what we got, and this is for your hands and your face. And I have put it on my shoulders. It doesn't specifically say hands and feet. It just says that that's how it's explained, is that you put this on your hands and your feet. It does say apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure, reapply at least every 2 hours, reapply after 40 minutes of swimming or sweating, reapply immediately after towel drying. So to me, this can be used on your body. I just know when it first came out, they were talking about using it on our face and hands. I know, that's disappointing. I can always probably look up more information. I just haven't, which is bad on me. I should have more information. And anyway, so until in 2025, I would say 11/50, July 1st, you can get these at a really good discount. Get your refills ordered. Just text me special at 515-717-3284 to get the information on this, or after July 1st to get any other current special information that is going on, either that I'm doing or that Norwex is doing and I'm promoting it. I did forget one other thing. This is the Lacier Illuminating Oil. In the dry winter, I definitely use this. On a day that I'm not using the vitamin C oil, I sometimes add this. Again, it is so humid here in Iowa, in this area right now. This is not something I'm using every day. I don't feel like I need that extra step. I do know people who have used it on their cuticles, whatever. This is another awesome product that you could add to your skincare regimen. Okay, well, thanks for joining me for this video, and I hope you found it useful, and I hope you found it to be informational and educational. So remember that your skin is your largest organ, and we need to be doing all we can to protect it every day. Thank you for being here with me. Have a blessed day.